As the Toronto Maple Leafs strategize for their upcoming season, their management is meticulously assessing the roster in search of players who can bring an impactful blend of size, skill, and versatility to the team. Known for their offensive firepower and creative playmakers, the Leafs are looking to complement their core group with a player who can provide a different dimension, adding depth in both offensive and defensive situations. The pressure is high for the franchise to go further in the postseason, and finding the right players to strengthen their lineup is crucial. In recent years, the Maple Leafs have been trying to build a more balanced team, one that combines elite offensive talent with solid two-way players capable of handling tough matchups. The search is not just for another flashy scorer, but for a player who can step into a variety of roles, contributing at both ends of the ice. Toronto's management knows that to succeed in today's NHL, having a well-rounded team is essential, especially when competing against deeper playoff teams. One of the main areas the Leafs have been focusing on is their forward depth. While their top six is filled with superstar talent, there is a need for complementary players in the bottom six who can still drive play, win battles in the corners, and provide reliable secondary scoring. These players also need to be versatile enough to step into different roles in case of injury or lineup changes, which is why the Leafs are actively scouting players who can fill those gaps. Another aspect the Leafs are evaluating is size and physicality. In the grueling playoff environment, having bigger, stronger players who can withstand the physicality and wear down opponents becomes increasingly important. While Toronto is known for its skilled and speedy players, adding some grit and size would provide a more balanced attack and make them tougher to play against. This is particularly critical when facing tough teams like the Boston Bruins or Tampa Bay Lightning in playoff matchups. As the Leafs continue their search for the right player to fit these criteria, one name has begun to surface in discussions. A forward who has shown flashes of potential in the NHL, this player brings a rare combination of size, skill, and the ability to play both ends of the ice. Known for his big frame and soft hands, he has the potential to fill a much-needed role in Toronto's lineup, providing versatility and physical presence on both the offensive and defensive side of the game. That player is Logan Brown, a towering center who has spent time in the NHL with various teams. Standing at 6 feet 6 inches, Brown possesses the size that could make a difference for Toronto, especially when it comes to competing in the corners and in front of the net. Despite his size, Brown is also known for his soft touch around the net and his ability to create plays in the offensive zone. He offers a skill set that could complement Toronto's fast-paced, puck-moving style while adding a new dynamic to their forward group. Brown's journey in the NHL has seen its ups and downs, but he has consistently shown that he has the tools to be an effective player when given the opportunity. Drafted in the first round, Brown was initially seen as a top prospect with significant potential. However, injuries and inconsistency have slowed his progress at times. Despite this, his skill set and physical attributes make him an intriguing option for a team like Toronto that could benefit from his combination of size and playmaking ability. One of Brown's key assets is his ability to play both center and wing, giving Toronto the flexibility to use him in different roles depending on the situation. Whether he's centering a third or fourth line or filling in on the wing alongside more skilled players, Brown's versatility is something that could prove valuable for the Maple Leafs. His ability to win faceoffs and provide a physical presence down the middle could be especially useful in matchups against other strong physical teams in the league. Defensively, Brown's size allows him to excel in his own zone, using his reach to break up plays and win puck battles along the boards. He's shown a strong commitment to improving his defensive game, something that will be crucial if he's to earn a spot in a defensively responsible Toronto lineup. His ability to kill penalties and provide solid two-way play would give Toronto's coaching staff more options when setting up their lines, especially in high-pressure situations. Offensively, Brown's playmaking ability is one of his strongest attributes. Despite his large frame, he has a surprisingly soft touch with the puck, often using his size to shield defenders before making a smart pass or creating space for himself in the offensive zone. His vision and hockey sense allow him to make plays that other players might not see, and his ability to create offense from below the goal line or off the rush could give Toronto another weapon in their offensive arsenal. While Brown has yet to fully establish himself as a regular NHL player, the potential is certainly there. Injuries have played a significant role in slowing his development, but when healthy, Brown has shown that he can be a difference maker on the ice. For a team like Toronto, which has the luxury of an already deep and talented roster, taking a chance on a player like Brown could pay off if he's able to find consistency and stay healthy. Additionally, Brown's size could be a game changer for the Maple Leafs, particularly in the playoffs when the game tends to become more physical. Having a player who can win battles along the boards, crash the net, and create havoc in front of opposing goaltenders would add an element to Toronto's game that they've been missing. Brown's ability to provide net front presence on the power play could also be a significant asset, giving Toronto another option for screening goalies and tipping pucks in close. Brown's experience in different leagues, including the NHL and AHL, has given him a well-rounded understanding of what it takes to succeed at the professional level. He's learned to adapt his game depending on the role he's asked to play, and this adaptability is something that could serve him well in Toronto. Whether it's filling in on a top line due to injury or grinding out tough minutes on the third or fourth line, Brown has the tools to be effective in multiple roles. For a team like the Maple Leafs, who are in win-now mode, bringing in a player like Brown could provide valuable depth and flexibility. He might not be a top-line star, but his ability to contribute in a variety of ways makes him a valuable piece in a championship-contending team's puzzle. His size, skill, and versatility make him an attractive option for Toronto as they look to add more balance to their forward group. One thing that sets Brown apart is his hockey IQ. Despite his size, he's not just a physical player. He thinks the game at a high level and knows how to use his frame to his advantage. His ability to read plays and anticipate where the puck is going allows him to be effective in both the offensive and defensive zones. This smart two-way play is something Toronto has been emphasizing as they try to build a more complete team. Off the ice, Brown is known for his work ethic and dedication to improving his game. Throughout his career, he has shown a commitment to getting better, whether it's through improving his skating, working on his shot, or focusing on his conditioning. This type of attitude is exactly what teams like Toronto look for in players, especially those looking to carve out a role in a deep lineup. Brown's willingness to put in the work makes him a player worth investing in for the long term. A little-known fact about Brown is that hockey runs in his blood. His father, Jeff Brown, was a former NHL defenseman who played over 700 games in the league. Growing up in a hockey family, Logan Brown was exposed to the game from a young age, learning the ins and outs of what it takes to succeed at the highest level. This background has given him a unique perspective on the game and has helped shape him into the player he is today. In addition to his family ties to the NHL, Brown's international experience has also contributed to his development as a player. He represented the United States at the World Junior Championships, where he gained valuable experience playing against some of the best young talent in the world. This experience has helped him develop his game and understand what it takes to perform on big stages, something that would be crucial if he were to join a team like the Maple Leafs. Finally, one of the most intriguing things about Brown is his potential. Despite the challenges he's faced, the talent and ability are clearly there. If he can stay healthy and find consistency in his game, Brown has the potential to be a key contributor for a team like Toronto. Whether it's as a bottom six forward providing depth or as a top six option in the event of injuries, Brown's skill set makes him an interesting player to watch as he continues to develop in the NHL.